Well, a lot to do today. I've got probably about 3 or 4 things I want to crack on with and get done. Firstly, I'm going to pick up all the stuff from the shelves that has sold. I've got my little post-it note here, probably about half a dozen items. So I'm going to take you all through that, range in value, you know, from not very much to quite a bit of money. I have got to list some stuff, got to keep the listing going. So I've been getting stuff ready, you know, yesterday, but I didn't list anything yesterday. But I want to get, you know, maybe 15 items on. Again, that ranges from quite valuable stuff to broken Wii controllers, which I was going on about the other day. This place is still a complete mess around here. There's like boxes and stock and hoovers and stuff. So that has all got to be completely sorted out. I have made an honest vow that it shall be done. So on my head be it if it doesn't get done. So anyway, first things first, I want to grab all the stuff that has sold so I can show you that and get it upstairs ready to be packed. It's the weekend, so it hasn't got to go till Monday, but you know, I'm going to get ahead of the game on that one. Okay, item number 1 is a couple of Namco guns. Now, according to the new system, it should be here. It is here. Yes, I did have a quick look before I started filming. So it's 2 Namco guns. The adapter, let's just pull this out. So there's the 2 guns and the adapter's in there as well. It's the adapter. I think it changes it to an RF lead. Not too sure what that does. And a copy of Time Crisis. And the weird thing is, I think sometimes eBay reads your mind, because I was just thinking of relisting this because I have got another copy of Time Crisis. So I was thinking, why have I got 2 guns on with 1 copy of Time Crisis? And I know why it is. It's because I saw another listing with 2 guns and a copy of Time Crisis, and it sold for like 50 quid, 50, 60 quid. That one sold from memory for 54.99. So I was kind of like, oh, maybe I should have done it, but glad it went. And that's a good price, actually. Very pleased with that. I'm sure I will come across another Namco gun. Copies of Time Crisis maybe a little bit harder to find, so I'm glad I got it that way around. Anyway, that is the first one. On to God, I've lost my list now. Better go and look for that. Well, Sandy is one in the same area. It is a Sidewinder joystick, which I listed the other day. So this was part of a bundle. So I don't think it owes me anything really. It's sold tenner. I don't know. I'll put a screenshot in. The one thing I did notice with this is it hasn't got the USB adapter in it. So I did put that in the listing, made it clear, but that'll be wired up straight to a computer. I have just spotted a huge big yellow teapot behind me, and I know that is not listed. Why is it on the listed shelves? Well, it was listed pretty cheap because I couldn't find the back door, and then I found the back door. So that puts a lot of value on it, that little item there. So I'm going to grab that and get it listed. I changed all my system of how I store things on shelves at the beginning of this year. I had been doing, each shelf had 2 weeks of listing on. So like week 1 I would put on the top half, and then week 2 I would put on the bottom. And I've got about 26 of these racks, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 13 get mixed up. So you know, I could cover the year pretty well, but I changed it. I thought this isn't really working for me for one reason or the other, and I went back to how I used to do it probably about 3 years ago. So it is similar stuff in the same location. So here I have all my trainers there, and tend to stick like Converse there. That is Nike, that is Adidas, and then other, you know, such as Skechers and things like that are sort of round and about. Here is shoes. Slightly, I don't pick up that many shoes, so slightly less, you know, quite a lot of Timberlands there, a few other bits and bobs. And here, even though I just did this in January, I'm thinking of changing this already, because this was games, media, you know, Xbox One, N64, and small electrical. So it could be, you know, it could be a DS or a camera, or, you know, anything small. There's a camera in there, there's another camera up there, and some Walkman type things. Now I'm thinking of changing that. I think I might take out the media and put that on a different shelf. I think that makes sense. It tends to be, yeah, a bit too much of one, too much of different things on that shelf. So I'm going to sort that out later as well. Right, a couple of items of Misk. Oh, I do love selling Misk. Oh look, they're together. That's handy. So this was part of a bundle. That's sold. I'm going to say 20 quid. I think it was on for 25. So again, I'll check the price of that. Do a screen dump here or wherever it goes. And then I was talking the other day about Harry Potter RA because I sold my last Dobby mug and sock set. I bought about 30 of these items. This was also part of that Boxing Day extravaganza when I went down to Sainsbury's and felt a bit of a nana. But these are, I mean, these are pretty crap really. They're just like biro pens, ink pens, with a holder. That's not even an ink pot. But it's got a Marauders map, I think, in there, which is quite a nice thing to have with it. So that is the last two of those. Again, I've probably had about 50 of those. And they've sold $7.99 and postage, I think, on that, just to clear it. Right, over to the toy section, toys and games. If anybody wants this thing, please take it off my hands. A bit of a mistake of buy that off another reseller. There you go. You buy for reseller, you get your fingers burnt. But oh God, I've got to sort this out as well. This was all in a cardboard box to be sorted, and then I needed the cardboard box to send an amp in or something. So that's taught me a lesson. Bit of an old classic WWE wrestling belt. I've got two of them up, so I need to check which one is on the listing, which one is on the photo. So I'm going to check that out. That has sold, I think, for about a tenner. Not very much money at all. And I think the other things I've sold are amps and stuff. So let me just grab that. There might just be one more. Right, while I'm down here, I'll try and be efficient. I'm going to have a time and motion study for my efficiency. It'll probably be off the scale in a bad way. I bought down some stuff I've listed over the last few days. So that's a whole load of train things. Got an elephant, you know, who doesn't need an elephant? And let me just grab the other items. And you know, you take something off a Misk shelf, you've got to fill it in. This was that gem tester I got, which was spares and repairs. I didn't have a clue on this because some of these sell for like 300 quid new. I stuck it on 20 quid on bids, and I put it on bids. And normally I don't do offers on bids, but this one had offers on. I obviously sort of didn't see that it was ticked. It's been a little bit of tickle of interest in it. Someone's offered 10, and then I was kind of like, do I, don't I? No, I don't know. And that offer, the time ran out on it because I couldn't make my mind up. And then they offered 12, and I'm thinking I could let it go. This has just been kicking round. It doesn't owe me anything. But if I sell it for 12, could it have got, you know, more? I think I'll just let it run. I'll let the auction run because that I think it ends tomorrow. So if he really wants it, he will pay 20 quid. If it doesn't go in the auction, I'll lower it to 15. I think it will go eventually. There's that one person who seems to just be sort of nibbling on the hook of it. So we'll see how that goes. I should get these blooming things on, really. They take up so much room. I don't think I've got the boxes to send them, but I was seeing Derek, Tap Peddler. He was showing his shelves of CRTs. And I think he had about 20, you know, put me to shame, really. But yeah, I need to find some good, strong boxes with that and get them gone. I mean, it's probably like 100 quid sale at least, so on each one. This is an Amstrad monitor, so if you know your vintage CPUs, CPC computers, not CPUs, that needs to be sold as well. But again, it needs a strong box as well. I've just seen this item. This item is one that gets me. I bought it last year at the start of the boot fair season for a tenner. I did get it with some Warhammer figures as well, which made loads of money. But this, even though it's original box, is fake inside. It's let me just see. Yeah, I've got the instructions here. Things falling off. Spot the mistake. You know, is that Daniel Radcliffe? Is that Rupert Grint? Is that Emma Watson? I don't think so. It's Justice Magician. And I mean, it looks like it's got all the parts, but it's It's fake Lego, fake crap Lego. I have given this to a couple of boot fair resellers, people I know, and said to them, try and get rid of this for a tenner for me. Just want to get my money back. But it never seems to go. People obviously checking it a bit better than I did when I bought it. But that really gets on my nerves every time I'm walking past and tripping over that. If anybody wants Justice Magician, let me know. Right, there it all is. There were another couple of amps. That's that vintage one I picked up the other day when I did a video. I haven't packed it yet. And there's another, I think it's a Rotel amp there, which is a nice amp. That's all ready to be packed and sent. I'm not going to do it straight away. The first thing I want to do is get some listings on. So I'm just going to grab a few bits and show you maybe my first few items that's going on. Right, following the success the other day of putting broken controllers on, a whole load of Wii controllers are going on. Let's see if we got, how much do they go for? £1 or £2 each, something like that. But if they're broken, I do not want them. Also, I'm going to stick on this Boss GT8 effects unit. I haven't got the power supply for that, and I'm hoping that my multi-power supply is going to work on that and be able to power that up and test it. I can stick the old guitar in there and have a bit of a jam session later on and see if that works. I've got a few handhelds which are going on. They just need to be reset and put on. So they're over there. I've got about 6 of those, and I've got 3 others that are broken, and I keep saying I'm going to repair, but I haven't got around to that. So I'm hoping to do that today. Stick on the big yellow teapot and a few other bits as well. And I've got an Olympus box camera. Here it is. And again, I showed this the other day on stream, and I'm showing, this is like list shaming because I said I was going to put it on and I didn't put it on. This had the XD card. If you ever see Olympus cameras, do check them out. It's like a little half-size card. Check out XD card. It's a good little bolo to pick up. You're probably looking at 15 quid just for the card. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that with the camera, I think I drafted it up at 50 quid, but it might be a little bit strong. But you got to try. As long as the price comes down, it should be all right. But that's me set up for the day. How much of this stuff am I actually going to get done? Who knows? Probably the one thing that won't get done is probably the tidying up, but we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. See you for the next one, and take care, and I'll see you soon. Take it easy.